Hello, my dear students of the secondary stage, grade 2. How are you today? I hope you're fine and happy. Are you happy? You should be, right? Okay. You're happy means you're smiling and laughing a lot, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So let's start our unit. Okay, this is unit 9. As you see, unit 9. Are you smiling? That's right. Laugh out loud. Okay. So, as you see here, laughing out loud, it means that you are smiling, you are happy. Great. Okay. So, let's laugh together. Are you ready?
You think I can do that?
Okay. Laughing here, as you see, and being happy is really a healthy thing for you, right? It makes you in a good mood, healthy mentality, right? Okay. So, in this lesson, inshallah, you should be able to name a comedy show. Okay? If you already are following or watching a comedy show, you can tell me what is the name of this show. Okay? Also, you should be able to recall a comedy show. It means here that you try to remember a comedy show that really makes you laugh a lot or is a funny one, and try to share us or to tell us what makes you funny or what makes you laugh in this show. Okay? Also, you should be able to write sentences using new vocabularies. Okay? We're gonna inshallah study some new vocabularies for you. You should be able to study them well to be able to use them in your live talk, in your English while you are practicing some English. Okay? Also, you should be able to answer questions from the text correctly. Here you're going to listen to a text and or read it, okay? Listen or read it. While listening or reading, you should focus a lot because you're going to answer some questions, okay? According to the text you are listening to or reading. Okay, you should also be able to write a joke about people, okay? Whatever, two persons or more, but you should be able to write a joke, okay? Can you write a joke? Of course you can. Okay. So here also another part, you should be able to act out a joke. Okay. Also, you should demonstrate an understanding of different funny jokes. And finally, you should be able to complete the sentence using the correct vocabularies. Okay. So this is the aims that you should focus on. Okay. Now, let's discuss these questions together. Okay, the first question I have: what TV show or comedian makes you laugh the most and why? Ready? Okay, so if you know or if you already have an ideas, could you please share us? Great. So, okay, let me help. Have you ever watched or followed a show that makes you laugh? What is it? Okay, if you're not following a show, do you have a comedian who makes you laugh a lot? Someone, an actor or a comedian, whatever. Someone who makes you laugh a lot? Yeah? Okay. I can give you an example of a comedian. You know, here, one of the most famous Egyptian comedians is Ismail Yassin. He's an actor. Really, if you are watching his movies or shows, you can't stop laughing. Really, he is a very funny and very comedian one. Okay? If you know some of your ideas or you already have some ideas, could you please share us? Okay. The second question for you, what is the funniest joke you know? Of course, you know some jokes, so can you tell us one or share us some? Great. For the last question I have for you, what do you think makes a joke funny? Why a joke is funny one? Why should we laugh once we hear or listen to a joke? Yeah. Do you know any answers? Okay. Huh. I think, for me, what makes a joke to be funny is a combination of some elements, okay? Like, for example, here, surprise. You know, if you feel surprised, what? And that makes you feel, wow, you are not expecting what happened, so you start laughing, okay? Another part here or another element is wordplay, that some people play with words, okay? That the word has a certain meaning, but once you're hearing in this situation, you find another meaning that makes you laugh, and so on, okay? I think also another element for this is the timing itself, okay? So, you know, here time is changing a lot, and what we have before is totally different than now, and okay? So here timing also, I think it's one of the elements that makes a joke funny, okay? Another thing also, I think it is maybe the most common, is your expectations, okay? I mean here that you are expecting a reply, for example, or you are expecting something, but you find another one that makes you laugh, okay? So now, what can you see in these pictures, okay? What can you see in these pictures? Let's have picture number 1. Wow, here we find some insects, I think, yeah. We have here the grasshopper, the slug, that's right, and a caterpillar. But what's funny about this picture? Yeah, that we find here the caterpillar has a lot of legs. Wow, all of these feet. It's really funny somehow. Yeah, okay. And I think also the other funny thing is that there is something here like personification. You find these insects are dealing or are playing such as animals, such as persons, right? Okay. So what about second picture? Wow, we find here some people, right? And there is a parrot on the shoulder of one of them. Okay. What's funny about this picture? Think about it. Okay, for picture number 3, we have here some penguins. As you see, they are riding, yeah, they are on a van, as you see. That's great. And I think they are talking, playing, speaking. Yeah, it's another kind of personification, also great. Okay, and for the last picture, we find here Tom and Jerry. No, we have here a cat and a mouse, as you see. Okay, but what's funny about this picture? Yeah, this is a kind of expectation, as I told you, that it is supposed that the mouse gets afraid of the cat, but here it is the opposite, totally the opposite. How come? The cat get afraid of a mouse? How come? Really, it's something really funny. Yeah, okay. So I have a question for you. Can you make up funny stories about each of these pictures? Okay. I'll be waiting for this for the next time. Okay. Share me your funny stories about these pictures. Okay. Now, listen, then order the pictures according to the stories you listen to. Okay.
One. Listen and discuss. A family of mice were being chased by a cat. The scared mice were cornered when the father mouse turned around and barked, "Ruff, ruff, ruff." The surprised cat ran away. When one of the young mice said, "Nice going, Dad," the father mouse replied, "You see, son, it pays to be bilingual." A student with a parrot on his shoulder leaves a lecture theater. Another student follows him. He stops him and says, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to say, I was astonished by your parrot." He seemed frightened at the frightening parts, sad at the depressing parts, fascinated at the interesting parts, and amused at the funny parts. I could have sworn I even heard it laugh. I have to say, I was amazed. Don't you find it surprising? Yes, he replies. I was very surprised. He hated the class.
A truck driver is driving a truckload of penguins to the zoo in the next town when his truck breaks down. While he's working on the truck, another truck driver stops and asks if he needs help. The first truck driver says, "If I gave you $100, would you take these penguins to the zoo?" The second trucker agrees to do it. Hours later, the truck driver is still trying to fix his truck when the second truck driver drives past with all of the penguins still in his truck. The puzzled first truck driver says, "Didn't you take them to the zoo?" The second truck driver says, "Yes, we went to the zoo, and there was money left over. So now we're going to a restaurant."
A grasshopper, a snail, and a centipede are relaxing in the grasshopper's house when they realize that they are getting hungry. They decide that one of them should go out for a pizza. The snail says, "I'd go, but I'm kind of slow." The grasshopper says, "I don't mind going, but my hopping will shake the pizza and mess it up." So they decide to send the centipede. The snail and grasshopper wait and wait. The longer they wait, the hungrier they get. Finally, when an hour passes and the centipede still hasn't returned, the irritated snail and grasshopper decide to go look for him. They get as far as the front door, where they find the centipede sitting there putting on his shoes.
Okay, everybody, now after listening, can you order these pictures? Yeah, what is the first one? Yes, rough, yeah, that's right. This is a picture of the mouse and the cat. Okay, what's picture number 2? Yes, the one with the parrot on his shoulder. That's great. And number 3, the truck with penguins, and finally the grasshopper and the snail. That's great. Okay, so as we said, we have here the first picture. A family of mice were being chased by a cat. Okay, and picture number 2, a student with a parrot on his shoulder. And next, a truck driver is driving a truck loaded of penguins to the zoo. That's right. And finally, a grasshopper, a snail, and a centipede are relaxing in the grasshopper's house. Okay, they are of course going to a restaurant and so on. Okay, according to the lesson here, we get some of the most important vocabularies that we were talking about, that you're gonna listen to a text and gain some vocabularies that you should be able to use them. Okay, so the first one here, bilingual. Okay, what does it mean, bilingual? The one who is very fluent in 2 languages. Okay, so if you are speaking, for example, to someone and you start using Arabic or start using English, and you are speaking Arabic the same like speaking English, or speaking English the same like speaking Arabic, in that case here you are a bilingual person. Okay, it means that you are speaking or talking fluently. Okay, I mean here as if it is your mother tongue, it's your language. Okay, that's right. So bilingual, as we said here, the one who speaks 2 languages the same. You got it? Okay, number 2, irritated. Okay, if you feel irritated, it means that you are annoyed. Yeah, it means that you are frustrated. You are feeling sad, something like that. Okay, you are annoyed. You feel that you are erect or ticked off. You know that? Okay. Number 3, puzzled. Okay. If you feel puzzled, it means that you are mixed up. You are confused. Okay. You don't know exactly what's right, what's wrong. You are confused. Okay. You are mixed up, as we said. Next one, the word fascinated. Okay. The word fascinated, it means that you are captivated with something. Okay. You are captivated means that you are feeling great. You are feeling that you are, wow, how that? You got it? This is fascinated. Okay. Next one, the word remarkable. Remarkable means that you are outstanding, extraordinary, brilliant, excellent, more than excellent. You got it? So here, something remarkable means, as we said here, it's something exceptional. Okay? And the last one, the word astonished. Astonished here means that you are amazed. Okay? You are something like, wow, how come? You got it? As we said here, surprised. Yeah, you are amazed, stunned, surprised. Okay? So these are, as we said here, the most important vocabularies and words you are going to study in this part. So repeat after me again. Bilingual, bilingual, bilingual. Okay? Irritated, irritated, yeah, irritated. Puzzled, puzzled, puzzled. Great, huh? Fascinated, fascinated, fascinated. Okay, the next, remarkable, remarkable, remarkable. Okay, the next one or the last one here, astonished, astonished, not astonished. No, it's astonished, astonished. Okay. Now, this is your turn to work. That's enough for explanation. So let's start working together to apply these words, to just memorize them and to be able to use them in correct English and in correct sentence, okay? So here you have to complete this sentence with one of these words, okay? As we said here, the word astonished, fascinated, puzzled, bilingual, irritated, remarkable, okay? So here, as you see, I can give you some meaning or some definition for these words. So if we start with number 1, someone who can speak both Arabic and English. Yeah, if you are able to speak French and Arabic, French and German, French and English, okay? You are talking 2 languages and you are, as I said, speaking fluently. You are speaking very excellent. You got it? So in that way, you are, yeah. Okay, number 2. Someone who is amazed. Okay, someone who is amazed at something is, yeah, if you feel amazed, it means that you are great. Number 3, something that is incredible can also be called, what's incredible? What does it mean? Yeah. Number 4, someone who is confused by something else is great. Okay, and next one here, someone who is annoyed at something is, and finally, someone who is very interested in something is. Okay, take your time. Let's start complete this sentence, okay, with one of the above words as we said. Ready? Okay, now check your answers. Number 1. Yes, as we said. Someone who can speak both Arabic and English is bilingual. Great. Number 2, someone who is amazed at something is astonished. Great. Number 3, something that is incredible can also be called remarkable. Number 4, someone who is confused by something is puzzled. Great. Number 5, someone who is annoyed at something is irritated. That's great. And finally, someone who is very interested in something is fascinated. That's great. I'm sure that you all got your correct answers. Okay, if not, you can check your answers again and be sure of your answers. Okay, let's have the next question. Okay, here according to the listening you can return now to your reading passages again, okay, or the listening text we have already listened to, okay, and try to answer these questions, okay. This question depends on your comprehension, your understanding, okay, if you understand well or not. So let's have the first question. How is the word bilingual used in a humorous way in the joke about the mice? Yeah, how they use it in a humorous way, in a funny way that makes you laugh, makes you happy and smile. Okay. Number 2. Why was the student at the lecture theater amazed by the parrot? What makes him amazed? Yeah. Number 3. Why was the parrot owner surprised? Why? Why is this funny? Once he feels surprised, is this funny? Sure, he's fun. This thing is funny. So what makes this part funny? Why was the parrot owner surprised? Okay. Number 4. How did the second truck driver misinterpret the first truck driver's request? And finally, why shouldn't the snail and the grasshopper have sent the centipede out for the pizza? Okay, take your time, then we can check our answers. Let's start. Okay, the first question, how is the word bilingual used in a humorous way? Yeah, it implied that cat and mouse are two different languages. You got it? They consider cats as a language, mouse is another language. So here, they consider this term as a funny one. Number 2. Why was the student at the lecture theater amazed by the parrot? Yeah, because the parrot showed human reactions to the lecture, as if he understood everything. You know that? Great. Number 3. Why was the parrot owner surprised? Why is this funny? Okay, the answer. The owner was surprised that the parrot liked the lecture so much since he didn't like the class. It's funny, of course, because we don't expect a parrot to attend the classes. So how come a parrot attend the class? Should it attend the class? Of course not. Okay. Number 4. How did the second truck driver misinterpret the first truck driver's request? As we said here, he took the penguins to the zoo for a visit. He didn't just go and deliver the penguins to the zookeeper or whatever. No, he just make a visit to the zoo. Okay. So he already paid this visit rather than leave them there to be an exhibit. Okay. For the last question, why shouldn't the snail and the grasshopper have sent the centipede out of the pizza? Because it takes a long time for the centipede to put shoes on his many legs or in his many feet. Okay. Now this is the end of our explanations and our vocabularies and lesson. Now this is your time to work in pairs. Okay. Think of a joke you already know that involves two persons. Okay. And try with your partner just to write the joke as a role play and perform for the class. Okay, I'm waiting for that for the next time. And now this is your home assignment. Okay, this is your books page 313 or 313 or 313 or 313, whatever you like to read the number. But you have here your page 313. Okay. Answer the questions you have, and we have inshallah to take them next time. Okay. And now let me tell you thank you for today's lecture. But before ending the lecture, I just want to listen to your comment about what things you liked about the lecture, what things you didn't like about it, what you hoped for next class. Okay, tell me what you like about this lecture. Yeah. What you don't like about the lecture, what do you need to find next time, or what do you hope to find that you can already find in this lecture. Okay, thank you for now and goodbye.